Founded in the 1880s, Ybor City was founded by Vincent Martinez Ybor, and this is going to be the Latin area of the city, and it's known for cigars. Vincent saw an opportunity when Henry B. Plant had the railroad built through Tampa, and he was a cigar manufacturer and came up from Key West up to Tampa to make his cigars more well known, and so he saw this as a great opportunity to get a foothold in that, and so Ybor City became known as the cigar capital of the U.S., and all the hand-rolled cigars and everything were made here for a long time. And then when automation happened, the city took a little bit of a dive economically, but now it's been revitalized and built back. And even today, you can still find some cigar factories, but Ybor City is known as Cigar City, and you can go on some sightseeing tours here in the city. And then if you are a night owl, really it becomes Party City at night, because this is where a lot of people come because there's a lot of bars and clubs and things. So if you like that nightlife scene, then you want to come down to Ybor City at night. But even if you're not a party person, there's a lot of great restaurants and things. So I'm going to show you some of that, starting with the historic district. So I'm just going to walk you through down here. One of the main areas in this historic area is called 7th Avenue, which is the main thoroughfare with some of the great local coffee shop and local restaurants, and of course some of the cigar companies. So I'm just gonna actually just walk you down through 7th Avenue so you can see what that looks like. All right, here we are in the historic district here, and these are some of the shops. So I'm just gonna take you down through so you can see what this looks like. So there's plenty of really cool restaurants. The oldest restaurant in Tampa is actually in Ybor City, so I'm going to take you to that later. And there's just a lot of great and other restaurants here and bars and things, so I'm just going to show you this. Here's Carmine's. I'm going down 7th Avenue here. Here's the courthouse. Now there's not just Latin culture here, there's all kinds of great restaurants and things here in Ybor City. Right over across the street from me here is the Italian Club. So you can see there's many historic buildings still here. So they have tried to keep the original architecture, even though there's new modern buildings here. There's also like an art scene. So you'll find some art galleries and things like that down here as well. So it just has more of a cool, eclectic vibe. So plenty of shops, restaurants, art galleries. You will find all of that down here. Across the street, there's one of the cigar places. So here we have one of the local art galleries down here, so people can pop in and buy some artwork. They can also take some art classes and things down here. So this area is definitely known. So this is a local art studio, but it's known for more artists and things. And then across the street, we have the James Joyce Irish Pub. A lot of artistic things that come with this part of the city. So if you like the arts, you'll really like this. And one nice feature that people in this area do like is that a lot of the area is very walkable to certain parts of the city. And then they do have that streetcar that you can easily hop on there as well. But if you're wanting to go to other parts of the city, I would definitely recommend owning a car so you can get to other parts of the city quickly. Here we have Centennial Park in Ybor City. It was built to commemorate the centennial anniversary of Ybor City and the founding of it with Vincent Ybor. So this is a nice park that you can walk around and jog through. It's a small park, but great for walking, taking your dog. People jog in the area. And again, this part of the city has that historic feel to it. A lot of the buildings are being preserved as the historic area. And even down by here, you can catch one of the streetcars. So I will show you that here in a little bit. So the population of Ybor City is still small, even though it's growing, because it's more of an industrial area, especially with it being known as having cigar factories and things. Now, a lot of the factories have moved out, but there are definitely still factories, but there's a lot of restaurants and things, so it still is more of an industrial area. So the population in Ybor City area is only around 3,000. But more condos and things are going up as they're revitalizing the city, and they know that people like walkable areas. And so look for more buildings and more homes here in the future. But that is something to keep in mind. It is a less populated area compared to other areas of Tampa, like South Tampa or West Tampa. So here behind me, we have the Centro Ybor Museum. So there's a couple of different museums here in Ybor City, so you'll want to check that out. That actually does demonstrate some of the local flavor and culture of Ybor City. And then there's actually an Ybor City Museum. So you'll want to check out those if you're visiting Ybor City, so you can get a better sense of the culture and historical. And it's just like a fun thing to sightsee. Other cool things that you can do in the city for fun is they offer a cool walking tour of Ybor City. And at night, you can even go on a ghost tour. And the ghost tours are year round, but especially, in the month of October, the tours are in high demand. But you can go on a ghost tour pretty much year round. They take some occasional breaks, so you'll just have to check the schedule for that. But those are some fun things that you can do in Ybor City besides going to the restaurants and bars and things like that. There's also things like axe throwing, piano bars, that kind of stuff as well. So here behind me, we have one example of one of the properties that's for sale here in Ybor City. So this is actually a newly remodeled home. So it has all these custom features and everything. So that's awesome. It's a 4.3, and that's going to go for around $700,000. You'll also find some that are 3.2s in the 300 to 400 range. So that's why it is attractive if you can find single family homes, because there are a limited number in Ybor City, but you can find some that are in the 3 to 400s, which is a lot lower price tag. Now this one, because it is fully renovated and brand new, it's going to be in the 700s. And then you also will have some types that are multifamily homes as well. So you'll find a few of those in Ybor City, but housing is pretty limited because one, there's not as many houses, and then there is a limited number of inventory. But I'll definitely put some pictures up of some of the different properties that are available in Ybor City so you can see more about it. But I'll just show you in this neighborhood here. This is one of the only homes for sale, but you can at least see these are what some of the neighborhood homes look like. All right, that wraps up the tour of Ybor City. You'll definitely want to check out some of the local restaurants like Carmine's. There's some great bakeries and just some really awesome things to come check out here in Ybor City. So I hope that you've enjoyed this glimpse of the heart of Tampa. And as always, if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me that email. What's best convenient for you? My name is Alyssa. I can't wait to help you make that move to Tampa.